Many times there is a requirement to check multiple conditions beside only if and else. For that, we use another clause elif, which means else if. By using this command, we can provide multiple conditions. As you can see in this example, where we have two variables x and y, and we want to check whether x is greater than y, or it is less than y, or it is equals to y. So to achieve this, we will use elif command. In the first condition, we are checking whether x is greater than y by using if keyword. Then next, instead of using else, we are using elif, which checks whether x is less than y. And in the third condition, we are again using elif to check whether x is equals to y. We can use elif as many times as we want. Now let's write some code. In this example of elif, we can use our code of if and else, where we created two variables x and y and check whether x is greater than y or it is less than y. Now I will replace this else with elif. As we know, elif requires a condition, so we will give a condition if x is less than y, and we can add a third condition as well, which will check whether x is equals to y. To check if x is equals to y, we use double equals to sign. So we will print in this case that x is equals to y. X is equals to y. So now let's run it. It says x is greater than y, which is correct. It executed the if part here, which says x is greater than y, and left the other two elif parts. Now we will just make these values equal and we will see the output. So x contains 20, y also contains 20. So now it should execute this last part which says x is equals to y. Let's see. Yes, it says x is equals to y. So it executed the last part and left these first two parts. So what it does here, it checked the condition of if x is greater than y, it was not correct, so it left it. Then it checked the condition if x is less than y, it was also not correct, so it moved to the next condition. Then it checked that whether x is double equals to y, and it was correct, so it printed x is equals to y. We can also use if, elif and else together. What if I remove this last condition and use else here? It will also work, because in this case we have only three conditions, that x can be greater than y, or it can be less than y, or that there is only a third case that x is equals to y. So if these two conditions are not true, it will move to the else part, which is the default part, because we know if x is not greater than y or it is not less than y, the only case left behind is that it is equals to y. So let's run this code. As you can see, output is same. It says x is equals to y. So it executed the else part. The benefit of doing this is there will be a default case and else will always be executed if other two failed. But if we have elif here and the condition failed, it will not execute the body. We can also apply if and else on strings. So let's quickly write an example of string. I will make a variable name which is equals to Hamza, and I will write a welcome message if my name is equals to Hamza. So I will write if name is double equals to Hamza, print welcome Hamza, and I will have a else here, which will print unknown. So I will run this code and we will see the output. As you can see, it compared the string Hamza with the variable name, and it was same, so it printed welcome Hamza. Now if I change the name to Alex, now it should print unknown. As you can see in the output, it printed unknown. It applied the condition on string as well. So we can have different variables and try different conditions on them using if and else. You can write different multiple examples of these by your own, so this will make your skills stronger. That's all for this session. Let's move to the next session.